On behalf of the Distripress family of members and guests, we thank you for your very kind words and welcome to the great city of Glasgow. Thank you, Bailey Bratt, for such a great description of your great city. And I know Glasgow quite a bit, and I hope all of you get a chance to see it because it is a very vibrant city. As has already been said, this is our first visit to Scotland in our 57-year history, and we're looking forward to this wonderful week of business discussion and social events. Our own welcome reception at the Kelvin Grown Museum tonight is only one in a number of parties we are attending this week as from our social side of our organization. We are as always, at a very important phase in our history. One knows the industry, and one wonders if we will go from strength to strength, but I'm happy to see that so many are here today. We had estimated that we would have a maximum of 800 attendees, but I'm glad to say that we have crossed that number. Our forum today, which follows on from the opening ceremony, will look at where we are in our distribution industry, both here in the UK and in other major markets of Europe, the USA, and the world. Our hope is that between this forum day and next year's events in Toronto, we can establish Distripress as the main knowledge-sharing platform for circulation and distribution, not only on the international level, but also on the domestic levels. Publishing colleagues in editorial, advertising, IT, marketing, and production can all learn from each other at many international events, and we think it is about time the hardworking distribution team can do the same. One of the hardest aspects of delivering the forum day is finding topics that are interesting and valuable to our audience as a whole. If you have any ideas for next year or suggestions for good speakers, please let David Owen and his team know either this week or as soon as you can after the Congress. You will see that we are testing new technology today with the help of our partners, Menzies Digital, and I hope you will take part in our Distripress quiz and audience surveys during the day. I bumped into some friends yesterday, and they complained that digital is destroying everything. Now, we know digital content is a very part of all our industry today and will grow. But as we established before, and we still feel that it is not a competitive element, it is a complementary one. We have seen newspapers and magazines survive. We have seen some thrive. We have seen newspapers, USA Today, for instance, has redesigned all its platforms from the newspaper to its digital, spent a lot of money because it feels that it needs a new look, it needs a new way of presenting itself, conforming to the modern day today. Publishers are spending money today. They realize that the newspaper business has still got life in it, and that it might have to be changed to the clientele and to the needs of today's reader. I'll give you another thing. There is the Ipsos Media and CT survey for 2012, which shows that the rich purchase more magazines and are purchasing more magazines. In the USA, the ultra-affluent, that is people who earn over $250,000 a year, have increased their print media purchase more than 25% last year. 25% of the affluent, that is over $100,000, read at least one national newspaper every day. So maybe we have to sometimes look as to who is purchasing more and who's purchasing less. We've got to adjust our markets, our selection of titles. We've got to keep on looking at this. The publishers are doing it. Distribution has to help with it and study it along with them. We have seen reductions in newspapers and magazine sales all around the world. A lot of it had to do with the downward spiral of the economy and the financial markets themselves. People had less to spend. People changed from reading 4 newspapers down to 2 and 3 magazines down to 1. We had a big surge in the 10 years before that because people had a lot more disposable income. So it is not actually the newspaper or the magazine being replaced, but a matter of income. And as we've seen, that the rich certainly have been buying more because the publishers have been producing magazines which have been attractive to them. We have some changes in our Congress this year, which I hope you will enjoy. We have, for example, organized a buffet lunch every day at the Congress in the Expo area so that members don't have to leave the Congress at lunchtime and can relax and network with their colleagues. This, of course, is we started it last year. We had it just one day last year, but we've decided to introduce this every day. This culminates on Thursday when we will have our Canadian-themed farewell lunch, when we will bid farewell to Glasgow and look forward to meeting again in Toronto in October 2013. We usually finished our Congress with a farewell drink on Thursdays, but this year we've changed it to a lunch, and it's going to be a Canadian-themed lunch, and we hope that all of you will, or most of you will try and stay for that. One piece of news that I can share with you, and following the extensive bid process with 22 venues competing to host our 60th anniversary Congress, our executive committee has chosen the Square in Brussels as the venue. We believe that having our milestone Congress in the heart of Europe is a great statement from our association. The dates for this event will be September 20th to October 1st, 2015, so please put it down in your diaries. I hope to meet as many of you possible tonight. Please do come, it's going to be a great evening. And at the other social events that would come later in this week. I would like to come back to the tartans that we have just presented to Bailey Bratt and to Mr. Hollingshead. This tartan has been developed for Distripress. It is a unique tartan, and the certificate that Bailey Bratt just gave me earlier is the one that registers this tartan as the Distripress tartan, so that nobody else can ever produce this tartan. So we will have the opportunity, you will all have the opportunity in buying some of the memorabilia with this tartan on it. Don't forget to get your piece of whatever you want with this tartan on it, because it'll be a great association and a great thing to remember Scotland by. I thank you all, and I thank you again for so many to attend us over here. I thank Bailey Bratt and Mr. Hollingshead again, and I look forward to a great forum day today and for successful business meetings for the rest of the week. Thank you all.